Then you've got the necklace, which is the necklace.
We're gonna go to the necklace.
And then you've got the earrings.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the necklace really quickly. So you get the lime necklace, then you get the blue, the lime, and the purple in the pendant.
Which is removable.
Yeah, of course. And look at the back of that, how much silver is involved. This was appraised at $565. We were gonna do it at $369, but we're doing it for you right now at $309.90, $61 and change on your charge card. We only have 200. And literally every time, Jay, you bring anything in the colors of turquoise, the purples, the greens, they always sell out.
Yeah, and this is really part of our gallery collection. We don't make a lot of them. And this is something that, you know, is just kind of unique, unusual, very upscale, very contemporary. And again, you normally don't see this. You know, you don't, even if you went to any of the higher end jewelry stores, even out west, if you went to Vail, Aspen, Sedona, you're not going to see anything like this. These are actually custom made. We don't make a lot of them. We can't make a lot of them, but there were literally a couple hundred of these in total that we were able to put together.
Look at that. And look at even the way the pendant's crafted. Because, Jay, this is like old world technique.
It's old school.
Yeah.
Right. They actually, okay, so the lapidaris starts with the rough material. So he takes the purple material, the lemon lime material, and then the blue material in this case. The lapidaris takes the rough stock. He cuts the cabochons out. In this case, free forms, the moon shapes, or whatever they're doing, the rectangle, the long elongated rectangle. Then he gives it to the silversmith. The silversmith takes sheet silver, and they hand construct. They actually put those cabs, because these cabs are cut by hand and they're free form. So they actually individually handcraft the silver setting around the stones, around the cabochons.